guy sitting in the fucking basement waiting to kill kids.
I haven't done that quest yet. That one's
Yeah.
weird.
I'll send you the link if you want to listen to the audio. It's 30 minutes straight. We're back doing some Starfield stuff. We're talking Starfield. It's happening. It's the last one. I'll stop talking about it after today for a while. Because, like, okay, RJ's with me, Rick's not here, and Todd Howard, I just saw him talking about how, like, he wants people to play this game for like 5 years. He's like planning on ship for like 5 years. So we'll just keep doing Starfield episodes every once in a while.
Dude, for real. Well, I think 5 years. I think it'll be a completely different game because that's what happened with Skyrim. I mean, look, it's been like what 12 years since Skyrim now. So
Is it a different game?
pretty much when you compare it to like when it first released, between like all like the because they have like official mods now and stuff too with the special edition. There's like shit you can do like fishing and horse combat and all that stuff, and that was not in the original game when it shipped.
Horse combat, like jousting?
No, no, but like mounted, like you can like
Oh,
swing your
just running
weapon
around.
and shoot
I
your
got
bow
you.
from your
They don't
horse.
like
Yeah.
banty you down and everyone gets a lance and like all the king's
No,
men
that
and
would be
women.
fucking sick, but I bet you there is an actual mod where you could do that. It's just not official.
And you just like blow a kiss at the princess and then like
Yeah.
kill a man in her honor.
Fucking gore him through the neck with a wooden spear.
It's so
I did
fucking
this for
weird.
your pussy, my lady.
Oh, and it is wet. Penetrate me now, sir. Penetrate my neck now.
Damn.
Yeah, no, so yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, I that's what I mean. Like, I wanted to get like a good, like, it's today is what, the 29th of September. So I'll try and
Yeah,
pop
so
this
we're
out
still we're
tomorrow.
still within bounds. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw I'll try and pop this out tomorrow, and then we did like, I don't know, we played it for a month basically straight. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've had other things going on in my day to day, but I mean, it's the first month in. I didn't beat the game yet. That was my plan, was to beat the game, but I haven't. I really didn't. I just started getting sidetracked on side quests.
An elite team of private detectives.
What if balloons are aliens? Maybe that's the key component we're missing.
Cover-ups.
John's guilty.
Mysteries that need to be solved.
Maybe Mormons need mountains.
Richard, shut up.
But I'm about where you are now. Like, well, I'm at 34 or something like that. But so you must have
Cool.
cracked through a bunch of the quests now. We can talk about fucking quests, right? We're not spoiled.
Yeah.
We haven't even beat the game. We can like, we could talk about.
Yeah, no, well, so the only thing I didn't really want, I think I kind of put it together now, was like, I definitely didn't want to know what the new game plus was, and I didn't want any like story spoilers as far as like what the artifacts were, but where I'm at in it now, I don't feel like anything could be spoiled.
Yeah, what happened with you last? You like meet the Starborn guy, like don't
Yeah.
get don't get the things, dummy.
Yeah, they were all, you have like your light side and dark side of it or whatever, and yeah, so that's like where I'm supposed to be torn between them or whatever, and I'm like, all right, I'm not a high enough level for this. I'm gonna go back to seeing if I can be in charge of all the pirates.
That's cool. It's
Yeah.
interesting that like I feel like they don't really give you too much evil option in the game. Like you could do it, but it doesn't follow the actual storyline. You have to be like a goody two shoes.
It's it's like very like PG-13. Like even the pirates are really fucking lame. Like they're
Yeah.
like, like, oh frick, we're gonna have to be bad again, guys. They fucking suck, dude. Like in Fallout 3, I could fucking nuke a whole city for like 10 grand. Like,
It's so true.
like just murder all of those people except for one of them who's permanently disfigured.
As you like sit with a rich guy smoking a cigar, watching it happen, like it's not even like
Yep,
there's
for the
regrets.
most evil reason possible. He just thought it was ugly.
Yeah, the pirates here are like, oh frig, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to my key and like talk to my boss and see what he wants me to do. Like they are pretty lame. You're right.
We're gonna do the most evil thing you can do: steal from rich people. Like, who the fuck wrote this? Elon Musk?
Yeah, so you did that quest where you gotta like go on the cruise ship. It's so lame.
Yep. Yeah.
It's cool. Well, I'm like it's like okay, I'm having a fun time personally. I'm having a great time. I just haven't been
Mm-hmm.
having a chance to get to do it. But are you seeing it's like the lowest rated game, Bethesda game on Steam now? Like,
Which is funny and doesn't surprise me, and I think it's just because like the if everyone's rose-colored goggles for it, I think like fall away. Like, and I bet you that like the correlation between like how high they rated it and like their playtime is like totally mismatched. Like,
yeah,
there's
that's
no
true.
fucking way. Somebody's
I
like, man, I give it like a 40%, and then like they have like 200 hours in it.
Oh, you think it's like that?
Oh, I bet, dude. I bet that's like the bulk of it. I do not think there's anybody who's played this game for like I think there's plenty of people who've played it like Rick has, and we're like, man, like I don't care. But like, if you're being like loudly vocal about every specific thing you hate about it, and you've only put like 10 hours into it, you don't have a leg to stand on.
Well, that's what I thought you meant. Like everybody that's been giving me shitty ratings, like I played an hour and a half of Starfield and I shot one guy. I don't like this.
Well,
One star.
I think it's like a bell curve too, because I think what happens is like people like hit like a peak and then they play it for too long, and then it's like not their perfect life simulator that they wanted. So then they're like, well, I think the problem is that like, like the ship flying mechanics aren't exactly like Navy flight sim, and like just fucking dipshits like that.
Yeah, I couldn't
Like
recreate an F-22 bomber, so I don't really like this game.
and that's seriously it. I think like eventually they just put way too much fucking time into it, so like it stops like they're like, oh, I wish I could do this, and then they hold it against the game for not being able to do that. Like when it was never a part of the deal in the first place. Like I have like dozens of nitpicks, but like you have to realize like how much this fucking game does. It's crazy. Like
Oh, it's
you
nuts.
can't have everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I just started like randomly going to star systems and landing on every planet just to see what like I thought it would repeat more, and it really doesn't. Like it does, but it doesn't. Like there are a lot of creatures that are just like slug and then like a venomous slug, and it's like at the other side of the galaxy and it's just green tinted. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like there's not that many creatures, but still like I feel like they did. You know what I don't see a lot of? Actually, I was thinking I was gonna ask you about this, is you see like neon, which is like ocean planet, basically like ocean all around, but like
Hmm.
you don't really see lakes or rivers often. Like you just
No.
always on mainland. There's never like
Yeah.
a coastline. I never run into a coastline.
Yeah, I think they said something about, I mean, I don't know if they said it or if I just read someone's like best guess. But it says about the way that they do the procedural generation. I think it would have been like insane. Like I think they could have done it. But I think it would have been insanely hard to get like a natural like, you know what I mean, like river like flowing through it, because the way they make all the planets is like they had done it like beforehand, where it's like it comes up like as you remember I told you you could walk from one side of it to the other.
Yeah. Is that true?
It Yeah, you can, and but it has to build it like when you go to the like when you end the tile. So like when you open that map and it's a square, the local
Yeah.
map, that shitty, that's just that like square of the planet that is loaded. When you get to the next one, it loads a new one, and
Mm,
it'll do that on repeat like infinity until like you get, you know what I mean, back to where you were.
yeah. Yeah, because you gotta load chunks of it. You can't load the whole every planet as you've landed. Makes
Yeah, so
sense.
I think that works with like craters, or whatever, and like shit that like is like so big it goes beyond like what your character can see. Right there, I just don't know that it, you know, fucks with like a waterfall and like a whole like river that goes for miles or something.
Yeah, it just
I
loads and
mean,
you're like the waterfall's at the edge and it just stops.
yeah,
Like there's nothing
the
after it.
river
Just
just terminates
yeah.
cold at like a fucking 90-degree angle.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I think that was their concern with it. I would guess. I don't know. But what's funny is like last time we talked about this, like Rick was talking about it being like multiplayer, and like and I was like, no, there's no way you could do that. But like what's interesting is like with where I'm at in the story, I think there is like a narrative reason that it could be multiplayer and that they could pull it off. And I think someone will mod that in at some point.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down to play it. Just you're right though. It's so much like movement. Like think of it like
It is.
there'd be like gangsters that would just go buy up all the money in the place, and you'd have to go see
Mhm.
someone to actually like trade anything. You'd have to go like RJ just
Yeah.
has all the stuff behind him in his little fucking pre-made
Yep.
house that he bought, or the little slum you get in Neon. It just opens up and just shit falls out. You have like
Fucking
all
Slim Crate. Took all the toast in the game.
Would you, if you want some money, you have to come to my outpost on fucking Prius 2. You're like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, it would, and that's the thing is it would have to be pretty hamstrung, and that's the only other gripe I have is that it's already pretty. There's a lot of walls. I don't like how many people. It's like everybody with an actual name is essential, and you can't fucking kill them, and that's very irritating. Just let me
I don't-
fail a fucking quest. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't like that you can't kill just everyone. I
Yeah.
That's my goal in all those games. Like I told you, I have a save in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 where I literally just killed everyone on the map except for children, because
Mhm.
I get why they don't want you to kill children. I'm not okay with it, but I understand why they did it. You know,
There's mods that'll let you do it.
I'm sure there are. But like, yeah. Anyways, this is cool. Did you find a meal? Okay, wait, I got a couple questions. So you're talking about having all the toast in the game. Did you see Buddy that got like 20,000 potatoes? Did you see that guy?
I have seen that. Yeah. Yeah.
And like
Very
it's all
funny.
fucky inside that little room. I was laughing at the potato thing. Now, did you see the guy that was like trying out he's fucking around with the mods and stuff, and he like he was like fighting terramorphs versus like 200 civilians, and he was just like seeing what would happen.
No, that's very funny though. You saw when they used to do shit like that with Fallout 4 when it came out, where they put like a bunch of like super mutant behemoths in
Yeah.
like a one area. I've not seen an actual Terramorph yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've just like heard of them, and then I saw the stat. I finally went and did because I want to start getting better. Dude, I've spent so much fucking money on this ship. It's stupid. Every time I land at a place, I just go like, oh, I just want to move the landing gear here, and then like 30,000 credits later I've just completely redesigned it.
But I find it's not that
Like,
I've made so many ships. I don't find I have a hard time with money ever. Like I find I have so much money all the time.
oh yeah, I've never like run out of money. I just like never have more than like 60 grand because I'm always spending. Like every time I land and there's someone who's like, hey, want me to look at your ship? I'm like, yeah.
I love
I'm there for an hour.
Have you ever like I just noticed the other day, like I was looking at the cost of, I don't know, a succulent, which I'm gonna give it to Shelby, one of our listeners, that yes, there's way too many succulents in the fucking system. Like there's succulents everywhere. Why the fuck are there succulents everywhere? But like you
Oh,
look at
makes
the
no
cost
sense.
of that, it's like $200 or something for a little succulent plant. Then you look at the cost
Oh,
of
really?
like a gun, it's like $2,000. So it's like 10 succulents for one gun, sir. Like the economics are so fucking weird on it.
Oh yeah, it never makes any fucking sense. Because like that's the other thing too is like so like I did do like that one mission where like like you can like get like you have to like solve like the issue with the colony ship or bring the hotel planet.
Oh
Do you know
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
And like I'm like, well, this kind of like smacks of like Megaton, like and killing Megaton for 10 penny. But like that's like a really good payout in Fallout 3. He gives you 10,000 caps for that.
Yeah, that's
And
lots
that's
of
like
money.
a shitload of money out of the gate in the game. So like I fucking like I did it to like I did it to the colony ship and I go back. I'm like, all right, these are CEOs, they're swanky. Give me something. $6,500.
To like
Give me
murder
$6,500.
a five
Dude,
generation planet.
I
Shit.
found 5K credits in like a bin somewhere
Yeah,
once. Like
exactly.
I killed 200 people. Like I'm not sure exactly what the math works out as, but like that's like what, like 300 a person? Like
It's not lots.
yeah, fuck, dude. That's
What did you
terrible.
get? You got $3,000 or $6,000? That's like $30 a
Six.
person.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
It's fucking
They're worth less than a succulent.
Mhm. Human life.
You could have got like 20 succulents for the same price.
It's so fucking crazy, dude. I remember, and then I finished like a constellation quest once. I was just like, they're like, "Oh, good, you're back," and then they just gave me 13,000 credits, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's literally double what I got for genocide.
I think
The
I broke
money.
that. I think I broke that mission. Like, I help them, but they just stay in orbit, and I try to talk to them. Like, I hail them, and like, "You going?" They go, "Yeah, we'll go," and they're just staying in orbit. They're not flying
Oh
away.
shit.
So I was kind of excited to go see where they were, and then let them settle, then murder them all.
I've had some pretty rough bugs too. Like, I told you about like that penthouse one.
Yeah.
And then, but like, it's weird how it's been what almost 20 years since I've been playing Bethesda games, and all of the same bugs still persist. Like every
You
once
asked
in a
me.
while, like
I thought about this after Oblivion wasn't my first. It was Morrowind.
oh, and
I
yep,
played that, and
yeah.
like I was like 12.
Oh yeah, that would make it 20 years for you then. Yeah. Mine was for sure Fallout 3. And then I went back and played Oblivion. Well, I had played Oblivion, but like just tried it, not actually owned it and played it until after I finished Fallout 3.
Yeah. Cool. Are you
But
still
yeah,
enjoying
like
it though? Do you think it's good? Like, what do you give it on a scale of 1 to
oh
10?
yeah. Oh, for me it's a perfect 10 because that's exactly the type of game that it's everything I love. I love those games even for all of their fucking flaws.
Yeah, I love sci-fi too. I'm glad they did. Like, did you play Outer Worlds or whatever that game was called?
I did, and it was like it's funny because like looking back on it, I was like, oh, this is everything that Fallout needs to be. Like, yeah, it's like weak in a lot of places, but I bet like the sequel will be better than Fallout. And it's like, oh, Starfield is everything that Outer Worlds failed at. Like,
For sure. Outer Worlds was like I found like very linear and short. Like I didn't feel like I wanted to keep playing it and discover more. I think I figured out
mhm.
everything within my, I don't know, 60-hour playthrough, which sounds like a lot, but really for that game it's not, you know what I mean?
It's a fucking spaceship game where you don't even fly the spaceship once. Like, it
Yeah.
makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
But like, okay though, but like the writing and the dialogue and the companion quests were worth the squeeze, I think. That was pretty cool.
For Outer World?
Yeah. I
Yeah, for
think
sure.
Obsidian for sure does a better job at that because that's why New Vegas was so much better on that end too, is because it was the same company that did New Vegas with
Yeah.
Obsidian.
No, Obsidian's wicked.
And oh, they're great, and I think I mean as far as I know, like none of the fucking same people are still there anymore. But I mean, I'll still play Outer Worlds 2 whenever it comes out. They announced it a couple years ago or whatever, and
Yeah, I bet
I
it's
thought it was
taking.
like,
I bet you it's gonna take a little longer now that Starfield came out. Though they're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, look what we have to
yeah,
do."
yeah. That's the thing. I mean, because and that's what makes it so like funny to me is because like nobody can do what Bethesda does with these games. Like that's why they're so fucking good. I mean, like you look at it, like I I never would have dreamed that this would have been a bigger game than Skyrim. Like that was like Skyrim was the game at the time that like everyone knew about, but even if they didn't know what the fuck it was, remember sitting in the living room. My mom goes, "RJ, what the fuck is a Skyrim?" Because she was on the phone with somebody and somebody had mentioned it, and that was the first time my mom had even heard. I'd never even heard her utter the word video game. So it was just like the hype for that game was unfucking real, and I never thought that this one would do better, and it has, and it's bigger than even
It's
Skyrim
already
was.
bigger,
So I
right?
mean, yeah, oh yeah, it's their biggest launch ever.
Yeah, Skyrim is so crazy too. Oh yeah, we talked about
Hmm.
Skyrim a bunch. Like, just love my Connect yelling at it.
Oh, I finally got powers now too. That was the other thing.
Oh yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
hate that. I honestly I hate getting the stupid powers. It drives me crazy.
I completely forget I have them all the time because in my head I'm just going as realistic as possible with everything. Like I finally I've never been able to get a handle on stealth until now because I've been dumping points into weapons building and research so that I can actually build stealth weapons.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had silencers for the lasers, which was the one fucking thing I wanted in Fallout when they did all the weapon crafting with that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize. I've been using this rifle that I've been using for a while.
Oh yeah, dude, the lasers are so fucking sick. I didn't know I'd like them so much, but now it's my main weapon because I could put a fucking silencer on it. So now I
That's
just have a
cool.
laser sniper rifle. Oh, it's so awesome.
But people just see the laser come.
Yeah, yeah, dude, and it's funny because it definitely changes the sound too. It just goes pew pew.
Exactly the sound we want for a laser.
Yeah, yeah, it's so stupid. I love
Oh, that's
it.
fantastic. Well, I'm glad you're better from COVID and you got some time to play. That makes me happy. I did you find Amelia Earhart yet?
No, I didn't find that planet yet. I honestly forgot about it because I was like, all right, Richard's right. I need to finally do the story. And I cannot tell you how like quickly I leveled up once I started doing the main quests. It's stupid how much they just gift out money and experience for that.
Well,
They
I feel like
way over incentivize it.
yeah, well, I think you need so many skill points for you to like actually do anything that they have to make you level up quicker. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like, I've
Yeah,
got 3 points in guns, guys.
yeah. Oh, dude, it was bad. I think I was at level 19 at like the beginning of the week, and now I'm like level 31 just from doing the story. It's weird. And
That's
it's so much
awesome.
better. So like not only have I improved like all like the weapons and shit now, and like I'm like slowly trying to get. It's really fucking annoying how they do your sneak and your concealment are like all the way at other ends of the skill tree. That's
Yeah.
very irritating. And then like that happens in a couple different spots with shit because it's over on the right side with like science and the tech too.
Yeah.
Because the boost you have the boost pack, and then you have boost assault all the way at the bottom. And you think
I
like if you were like,
yeah, I didn't even notice the boost assault.
yeah, it's specifically for combat with the boost pack,
That's cool.
which now I can finally use the boost pack too. I've been doing that as well.
I do love the boot. Okay, you snipe like I do, which is fun. But I love the boost pack when you just jump into like raid something and you just jump up and snipe like floating sniper. So fun. It's
Yes, and
shitty wicked gravity.
I think it's the is it the boost assault that'll give you like that's what I have my eye on now because like it'll like freeze it like slows down time when you aim down the sights and
Oh
you're in the
no,
air.
I didn't get that. That's what I mean. I'm like focusing on like piloting and shit like that too, because I do enjoy me some piloting in the game.
I just started doing that because the last mission for the pirates is all dogfighting, and I literally had to turn it on very easy and keep reloading. Like I think had to reload like 12 times just so I could grab jump out of the system because I could not fucking beat it. I swear to God, I would undock from the key and then just immediately be exploded.
Yeah, that happens. That's not I did it so I could travel further, like because you can only get the class C. But I mean, it's better once you get one level one of piloting. You can fight like fighting pirates is a lot easier. It's like way easier.
I definitely don't have any problem with like a regular like bounty hunters or whatever the fuck's coming after me now because I get a lot of bounty hunters because of the wanted thing. But
Yeah,
I don't have any issues with those. It's just like this big. It makes no sense, dude. The fucking pirate one is insane because like all throughout it, it's like smooth as butter, and then that last mission, it's like, yeah, we're just gonna fuck you in the face with the hardest part of the game on like the most intense level of difficulty you've ever
what are
experienced
the
it.
level of the ships? Because that's like what like if you
It's
were
not
close enough to the levels, they're not that hard. They become less and less hard.
right. Okay, so like definite spoilers for like the pirate one, at least the path that I took with it. So not spoiling the whole thing really, because there's multiple ways you can do it. But you're fighting like a fucking frigate, which is indestructible. And before you do that, you have to take on a wave of like multiple waves of like 10 ships at a time of like regular like
Oh, good.
and your companions are of no fucking help.
What do you mean? Sam
Yeah.
Coe is my lover. I love Sam Coe.
Dude, okay, I have things to say about that too, but I just mean like whoever's like else is flying ships with you like in the mission, they're totally useless. It's like all on you. But like I'm
Yeah,
still
I
on
know.
like everything in my ship is like class A, and like I have like the first lowest tier of like it's just terrible. So like and I've been fucking with the shipbuilding so much, I'm like only just now understanding like the mobility and like all that stuff, like all the metrics for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the only thing that I gave a shit about was like, can I make it symmetrical? Like that was just in pure autism mode from a visual standpoint. Like I didn't think about like how it needs to move.
Yeah, because once you get to like class B and class C, you can get like auto stuff, and then anybody comes near you just get shot
That's
automatically. And
yeah, and that's what I need before I can actually go back and do that fucking mission. Now what you're talking about with the love interest shit.
oh yeah,
The way that they try to shove that down your throat is fucking hilarious. Like every time, like they're like, "Hey, just so you know, you can fuck these people," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really want to do that." And they're like, "Are you sure?" Like it just keeps coming up.
yeah.
Like every time, like I partner with Sam, I'm like, "All right, yeah, I have to be with you because of this mission or whatever." And he's like, "Hey, can you stop for a minute? I just want to talk to you. Look, you've been really nice to me lately." Like, it's just this, like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did this come from? I've
Give
been
me your
nothing but an asshole to you and your daughter the entire time.
give me your gator tooth necklace and shut up. It's because all I want from you. Yeah, no,
Even the Sarah Morgan lady, she's just like, look, I deeply care about you, and it's like this is literally the third time you've been on my screen.
have you
We
gotten
don't
to?
even know each other.
Do you have a wife or a husband yet?
No, I didn't even know you could get married in it.
Oh fuck yeah! And you get a 5% experience boost if you have them on your team when you do it. So yeah, so you always just get 5 extra percent of
No, fuck
experience.
that. There's like a boot that can do that for me or something. I bet.
Well, there's
Like,
also the by well rested and drinks. That's all that I've seen. Like the tea, you go to
yeah,
that tea shop in New Atlantis. It's the only tea place. It's like right beside a coffee shop, and the guy from the next door is like, "She keeps selling more tea than me, man." You're like, "Yeah, but there's 1,000 coffee shops. I've only seen the one to like let her live, man. Let her live her life." But you can buy. That's the only place I've seen you can buy tea from there where it gives you XP bonuses. But like
oh,
that's it.
nice.
Five
You can
percent
probably
from
make it.
I guess if you get the recipe. I invested in the
What do you
tea
mean? You're
store.
the chef. How do you not know that?
I know, but the tea that
Did you
she
abandon
has,
your background?
no, it's never. No, but she doesn't. I think it's a special kind that's only from there, but unless I get the recipe somehow, I never got it. But I invested in her store and I just go back there every once in a while, get $1,000. Like, thanks. That's like 3 civilians from a fucking ship RJ killed. So not even 30.
Dude. Yeah, no, it's yeah. I was gonna say more than that.
Uh,
Just 30 human lives.
here's a cup of tea that gives you this weird experience shit. I'll take 30 people, please. 30 people's
Yeah, that's
heads.
fine. I'll drink the tea. I'm not gonna get fucking married. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna marry a single father with a cowboy hat?
Why don't you marry Andrea? She's got a
Oh, the Russian chick?
yeah. She's
Yeah,
a.
she seems cold and disconnected enough for that to make sense.
Have you talked to her at all? That one, that chick.
Yeah, I had her. I think I had her as a companion, like on accident for a mission voluntarily.
Oh, so you didn't go through her.
I don't do companions. Yeah.
You didn't do her storyline because some of them are fun. Like
Oh,
hers is
right. They all have quests. Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Forgot
Hers is
about
the
that.
coolest one. Yeah.
That
Have you?
used to be my favorite in these games, is all the companion quests. I did all of them in Fallout. I just don't care about any of these fucking flirty weirdos in this one.
No, it would have been better if they would have had like an actual like pirate who fucking hates you. Like someone who
Yes,
And you
dude.
just
Or like Boone. Do you remember Boone from New
yeah, Boone was wicked.
Vegas?
Yeah, for sure.
That man was a sociopath. I loved him. He's
Yeah.
like, they murdered my wife. They strung her up on a cross and let her dehydrate for 7 days and then flayed her alive. I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. It's like, hell yeah, dude. I'll go get to the earth with you.
all
I'll
their
marry Boone.
storylines are like, I'm a single dad just trying to make it out in the universe. You're like, God damn, shut up, Samco. Piece of shit.
Exactly. And it's like, what you're so like you're a girl and you wear a leather jacket? Is that your whole deal?
Oh, you like books. How come when I bring you books, you don't buy them for me, you dumb bitch? You're just taking up space. I thought that would be a like, oh, this girl will take books every once in a while. So I'd like try and get every book. I go back. She's just like, I like books. Like, here's a bunch. Can't trade with
Yeah.
you? Okay, fuck you. I don't like kids anymore.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's so dumb.
I don't want to spoil it. Well, you're not going to do the companion quest anyway, right?
I'll probably do them at some point because, like, I think because I'll probably do like a good playthrough. That's the thing that I think I hate about Constellation is that it's really pulling me away from like my shitbag ways.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I mean.
it's turning me into someone I'm not. I'm like being polite to people now. And I
There's
don't
no,
like it.
it's not a neutral storyline. It's like a good guy storyline. So you
Yeah,
like that's what's cool about Fallout is they have like a neutral storyline. Even if you're fucking shithead through the entire game, it still ends the same. It still goes to the same
dude.
place.
In Fallout 4, I blew my elderly son's head off. That was awesome. What other
That
game
was
can you do
awesome.
that in?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Some fucking mod of Roblox. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that where it's weird.
Yeah, dude. You can be fucking like insane in Skyrim. Like you can do whatever you want. You're the fucking dragon. I was a fucking vampire lord, and I just murdered everybody.
Yeah,
Like
no.
it was so sick. Someone was
Vampire
mean to
werewolf.
me.
I'm pretty sure I was a vampire werewolf. I was
Oh,
both.
I was. Well, I don't think you can be both at the same time, but I did go back and forth.
I feel like I can't remember. I have to play
I
again.
think you. I think you might be able to be because there's that ring that will give it to you too.
Yeah, I feel like I
But
had
then
both.
there's
Like I had both the skills of both vampire and
one.
werewolf.
One will cure the other though. So like, because like if you, so like for instance, like if you do well, hold on, I'm sorry. Did you do the Dawn Guard stuff? Because that's what I might be confusing it with.
Like yeah, I did all of everything
The
for sure.
DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
fuck
because
around
that's
with
where
this game.
that.
I'll spend $500 by the end of this game for sure.
Oh yeah, because well you already bought the DLC
The
when you got
first
the
one.
premium edition. Yeah,
The,
yeah,
the
of what will hopefully be 3 to 5 because that's what they usually do.
Yeah, and well, like that's what I was saying when we started off. Todd Howard's talking about like they're gonna do like a shit ton of over the years, like a shit ton of expansions over the
Hmm.
years. So like, cool, man.
Oh yeah, I hope so. It's like because like you notice how I don't know like how much you fucked with like the weapon and spacesuit modification, but did you notice how like everything has a slot for skin, but there's no skins in the game for any of the equipment?
I got some skins.
You got like what, like the old Mars ones?
I feel like that's yes. There's something
Yeah,
because I
that's
remember
like
I changed, but that came with our premium, right? Or it
the
came with all of them.
DLC, and it's only for the cutter and like the mining suit. Nothing else has a skin,
Yeah.
but they all have a slot for it. So like that's clearly for like when they do mods for the game, they gave it like a spot to put it in there. And then also, I mean, I'm assuming that'll be DLC too that you can probably fucking buy, which sucks. But
Yeah. Well, no, that doesn't suck. That's fine. I don't spend money on video games really, so I don't really care. Like
yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna be able to feel good about myself when I inevitably spend like $11 just so I can make all of my equipment black or something. Like, that sucks. Like,
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna hate
like
myself.
I guess, but like I look at it like dudes will buy nuts that hang off the back of their truck hitch because they want to look cool for $30. Like, what the? I'm not buying stupid shit like that. I'll buy fucking something I think is fun. I don't care.
That's
You
very
know,
true.
like everybody spends money stupidly at some point. Who cares? Like,
Yeah, because even if I play it as much as Fallout 4, I'm gonna play through the whole thing like 3 times then
at least. And then when new
over the
DLC comes
years.
out, and new DLC comes out, you're probably gonna be like, well, unless it's just new game, I'll just rush to the end, new game plus, and start with the DLC. Like,
Yep.
I'm really,
And then you got to go back and do it for your original character if you haven't. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
I did that so many times in Fallout 3. I had two, I think I made like 3 or 4 characters, but I had 2 that I played the most. One was a guy, another was a girl, and like one was a complete shithead, and the other was like the paragon of the wasteland.
Yeah, that's how you got to play though. You got to try both sides.
Yeah, you
See,
got
that's
to see
how
everything
different it is.
differently.
But like, that's what
Mhm.
I feel like that's not happening in this game yet. Because like another thing I noticed, unless you have, I haven't yet. I haven't run into any like. I only ran into one guy who was like the embassy guy for like the House of Varun or whatever they keep talking about. That's it.
Mm.
I haven't like run into any House Varun guys, like maybe some zealots at some point when I was like blowing up some ships or something. But like I don't know what
Yeah,
the planet is. I've never met a person that's in them. Nothing. Like the one guy,
I
like I
ran
said.
I ran into like an outlet of them on a planet once, but they were just enemies, and then some of those ships in space. But I do think they're very underdeveloped, and it would be really, really fucking cool to have more. Maybe DLC. I don't know
Well, it
because
has
they
to
did a
be.
little bit of that
Well, it has to be because they put out
in
a whole
Fallout.
fucking like I don't know if you ever walk through the UC building when you first get recruited to that and you like watch all the little mini play things. And they fucking built up
Yep.
this they have a whole background of what these guys are. So they got to exist at some point.
And I just did that. I did not realize they were like considered a a peaceable like whole other government on
The
like the
third
fringes of
biggest one,
space.
yeah. Like the
Yeah,
third major
I was
one.
like they fucking buried that. They made them seem like these fringe lunatics and
Yeah.
they're like a legitimate government on the edge of space or whatever.
Yeah, see that
It's
I
just
wish I could find
everything's
that planet because I would love to be like the religious zealot and go around and push my beliefs onto others.
what's in that system Serpentis or whatever. I assumed
Yeah,
that was
the
like
snake,
their
man. The snake blesses us. The snake gives. The snake
well
provides.
well and 2 things. So like yeah, that can be one of your like traits is that you believe in that religion and I thought that would have like something to it, but I didn't choose it when I heard that they weren't really in there, I guess, as much as they should be. And then what I meant is there is love you, good night.
Love you. Good night.
Richard says love you, good night. She said good night, but noticeably did not say I love you.
I know I'm disappointed with it.
I'll talk with her. Anyways, there is a
I just
star
need
on
a
the
second.
map. Oh, he's crying.
No.
Oh, damn, that actually got to her.
I'm not crying. I'm just joking. I have no feelings.
Yes, I'm just joking. I have no feeling.
Yeah, isn't he the one that's not going to cry when his dog dies?
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine if I don't say it
Oh,
loud.
okay.
I like how that's how she knows who I am. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's not all she knows about you, but she's very good at being cold.
Wow. I love how
Oh,
that's the
God.
thing that sticks out. That's fantastic.
Oh, God.
I lived on a highway. I've seen many a dog die. I'm used to it.
Yep. Oh, I've heard the story.
Anyways. Yeah, no, the
I was
Varun
saying,
thing's not worked out, yeah.
yeah, but there is a star on the map that says like Serpentis. I thought that would be like where they would be. I haven't gone there yet, but
I didn't see that. So
okay.
maybe it
I'll
is
go
there.
there. I'll see. Yeah. It's way on the far right though, and I'm assuming that's mostly all high level shit.
You need sea level ships. I'm almost there.
Oh, you literally can't travel to certain stuff
Yeah,
unless you
some
have
stuff it'll tell you don't have enough. That's why I started.
Well,
That's why I started putting my piloting because I was like, oh, now I can't because I
I
couldn't do a
thought
couple quests because I was too far away.
I thought you could just jump to the next closest and then keep jumping
That's what I thought too,
until
but you
oh,
cannot.
interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Okay, so good. I'm beefing that up then because
Yeah,
I'm 1
fringe
point
planets
away
are a lot
until I
hard.
can do I gotta kill 10 more ships and then put in another skill point, and then I can get Class B finally. Because those are the engines that I need. I need the ones that are flat on the back, that just go to the back of the, and then I'll be nice and symmetrical with the design I have going on. It's a whole thing.
Go join the UC just so you can get in the simulator.
I did.
You can literally just sit in that simulator and get 10 kills, like no problem.
Kill the ships. Yeah, I'll go back and do it. But I did join them finally, and that helped me bump up a little bit. So
yeah. Well, if you keep doing the UC quest, you're gonna meet a Terramorph very soon, my friend.
Oh, cool. Good. I saw the statue of the one in there, and I was like, oh damn, they're way cooler than I thought, because I'd heard about them. Everyone's like, ooh, a Terramorph, and I'm like, ooh, does it have scales?
It just looks like a behemoth. Like they didn't really like. It looks like a behemoth. That's what I was like, yeah. Wow. Like I find like it's supposed to be the big bad in the game of creatures, and I'm like, been done.
Yeah.
I like the giant spider dudes that are on fucking random planets. Those things are scary as shit. Or did you see these fucking octopus, like land octopus things that attack you? Those things are fucking terrifying.
No.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what they're called. They're fucking wicked. But like a Terramorph is like,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like their Death Claw.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Death Claw. Land.
Oh, okay.
I gotta show you this fucking thing. It's just a random map. It's like a random creature. Well, maybe so far I've only ran into it as a random creature. Yeah, look at this. It's fucking awesome. And they're huge. They're like big. Where do I share screen with this? I don't need to share sound. This time, the one time I remember I don't need it.
Oh, damn, that is creepy as fuck.
Oh, buddy. Look at the size of it. Look at you.
Yeah, that thing's fucking crazy.
It's fucking awesome. Like, there's some crazy creatures out there.
That's pretty sick. Spider puss.
Yeah. But there's giant spiders, too, that are like, I don't know how much land. Like, when I'm doing, like, listening to an audiobook or whatever I was doing Capone, I was listening to a fucking long ass audiobook about it anyways. I would just go on planets and like survey and just listen. Like I'm already listening anyway. And then I'll go and write after. So like I've just hit so many different creatures because I've been on so many planets, and there's these big ass spiders that have like hollow thoraxes. Like it looks like, I don't know. You know when like you blow up a balloon and you like wrap string around it, and then like and then you pop the balloon on the inside, but it still has like keeps the form of like it looks like that, so you can like miss its thorax because it's fucking like got holes in it already. You're like right through it, and they're pretty big too. They're not as cool as the fucking octopus. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool shit.
I already feel like I do too much damage. Like I feel like I might need to bump the difficulty up, but then that like makes the piloting part so much harder. So I don't know. I'm torn.
You think you do too much damage because you just sneak attack everywhere?
And that might be it, but I don't think. I mean, the sneak's tough, man. You get found pretty quick. Like I'm doing a mission right now where I'm just supposed to sneak around people, and it's almost fucking impossible.
Okay, solid snake that bitch. It's not that hard.
It is though. Like they detect me so fucking quick.
Just take one step. You know what it is?
No, there's
what it is?
Steps I need to take to get to where I'm going.
Well, you just take one step, wait till it goes down, take another step, wait till it goes down. But you know what's different between me and you probably is because you're not the mantis armor. You're not using that, eh?
Oh, is that like no, I don't wear any armor.
When you like sit down with when you crouch with the mantis armor, it like
you go invisible.
Yeah, oh yeah. But you have to be standing still. So like I'll move a little bit and then I'll go still and then nobody sees me. Then I'll move a little bit more. I'll go still. Nobody sees me.
It's probably too late for me to go back and get that at this point. But I think I'm just timing something wrong because like I'm going where I'm supposed to go, but like, and they like it's like cake mode for like the first like half of it because there's just like vents that go around everything, and I can basically just sprint for the vents. I don't have to do any sneaking. And all of a sudden they're like, "All right, now sneak across this open, fully lit hall." Like, and I'm like,
what mission is that? Because I think I did that one too. You gotta like
it's
sneak
the
onto
Ryujin one.
Oh no, I didn't do region.
Oh, I'm doing I'm doing corporate espionage
Yeah,
now.
and I heard you're a bigwig now, and you're like the Donald Trump of the fucking settled systems. I get it. You're like making
That's not true.
moves, making
Donald
money.
Trump couldn't hold a candle to how racist I am in this game.
I don't believe that at all. Prove it. What do you say? What's the kind of stuff you say?
Get out of here, you fucking aliens.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh, another Aquila person. Oh, Aquilite. Neon. You like the neon people, I
Makes
forgot.
me want to kill myself.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad. Well, you're giving it a 10 on 10 for the game. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because I want it to like it'll just get better. I just want them to fix maps. I'm still mad about it. Other than that, I don't
Oh,
care.
there's plenty of things wrong with it. I give it that just because it's just my. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I say 10 out of 10, but that's. I mean, I don't know. Like, if I had to say, it's just a perfect game for me. So,
No, it's
I mean,
cool.
there's lots of issues I have with it, but that's just specific to the game and what I'm trying to do according to the game's rules. I'm not able to do as well because the game needs to change. You know what I mean? Just to help me do what it wants me to do better.
You ever play Mass Effect? Like, are you a Mass Effect person or do you hate those games?
Fucking loved Mass Effect.
I don't know if I
Like,
love BioWare more than I love Bethesda, but it's close. I love Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. They're a lot more edgy, like more adult oriented. Like I was just thinking
mhm.
about you're like how PG it is, and I'm like, remember in Mass Effect 3, you just fuck the chicks, like you just see their tits and stuff. I was like, God,
Yep.
like I want to see Sam Coe's cock fucking dropped on my chin. You know what I mean? On my mustache. That's what I want to see. Come on.
I want to see him raw dog me.
Yeah, exactly. I want to turn around and go like, why are you wearing a condom? You know? I want to be able to ask that question. Take it off.
Oh God, Sam, you can't take your pants off. We're in a vacuum. I just need you right now.
We'll be that's perfect. We'll be stuck together forever.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mass Effect's the fucking shit. I will. Andromeda was disappointing, but I will absolutely be there day and date for the new one whenever they finish it, if they ever do.
if they ever do a new one, but Andromeda
They
was
do. They
like
are.
everyone was too
They
hard on that
keep
game.
emphasize. Yeah, it had the most fluid combat, even more so than three, which I didn't think was possible. The jetpack made all the difference, but I just kept getting hit with waves of like this is just like an imitation of what you were enjoying. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it was nearly as bad as what people gave it for either, but I just couldn't enjoy it because it was like, okay, but like, where's Rex? Like, you know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
true.
Like, it fucked me up.
I did enjoy like yeah, no, that I did enjoy how 1, 2, and 3 kind of like you could play a story that would continue into the next one and all your
Yes, that
shit.
shit was
Yeah,
wild at the time.
yeah, for sure.
I
They
got
made it
so amped over that.
they did it really well. Like, do you like Dragon Age games? Did you play those ones too?
Never got into Dragon Age, no.
You're not into the dragons where they're
In my
exist.
later years, I have gotten more into the sword and sorcery shit, but I used to be very much not into it at all when I was a kid.
Hmm.
Sci-fi only for this fella.
Yeah, I like fantasy and sci-fi. I'm shocked about that.
I do I do
I thought you'd
now.
be into it.
No, I'm definitely more into it now. I just not at the time when because like Dragon Age Origins came out in like 20 2009 or something, right? Like
Yeah.
it was a while ago. And Mass Effect was '07, so that made me like 15 when Mass Effect came out. I got that shit. It was the first game I had for my 360, and it fucking blew my mind. Like, oh my God, like nothing else had. And then like I knew Dragon Age was BioWare also, but like I'd never even played like Knights of the Old Republic and shit from them. Like they had a whole backlog that I just never got around to.
Yeah.
So it was just Mass Effect for me. I was like, no, just because I used to watch my friend play Dragon Age, and I was like, that I get it, but no, I don't think it's for me.
Now you'd like it. It's fucking good. If you like Mass Effect, you'd like it.
I
It's
might
like
go back. plan at some point in the near future getting like a gaming PC where I can like comfortably go back to all these older games without hating it on my Xbox.
I got you. But you don't play any of those kind of games. Sorry, I'm kind of veering off. I'm just curious now. I'm veering off from
No.
the Starfield. But like, do you ever play like Dragon's Dogma? You ever hear that game?
Yeah, I played the demo way back when it came out. Oh God, what did that come out on 360?
No, that's on one. Well, it could be on 360. Let me
Was
look.
it? I don't remember. I thought they had remastered it recently
Yeah, I bought it
for
for
current ones.
one. I bought it for
And then
one.
2 is coming out soon.
2012.
But
Dogma came out in 2012 for 360.
yeah, so that would have been on my, yeah, so I played the demo on that and I was like, oh, I think I could get into this, but I just never bought it.
It's so awesome and hard. That's what I like about it. It's actually like difficult and
Hmm.
like they have like giants and shit. And you have to like climb them to like kill them. Like the dragons fly around and you're
That's
like, and
cool.
you have to like
Like Shadow of the
get on them.
Colossus.
Not as wicked as that. Like Shadow of the Colossus was like that blew my mind. I was a kid when that shit came
Yeah,
out, and I was like,
yeah.
"Holy fuck, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen." It's not. It doesn't have the same like wow factor that had, but like it changed
So
because a
fun.
lot of the time RPGs. I have been playing RPGs since I was very young. It's like my favorite type. But a lot of time RPGs, like think about old JRPG like Final Fantasy 3 or something. You're just like okay, it's me and my team versus dragons. 5 dragons are all like the size of you. You're like, oh, good size dragons. You know what I mean? Like Dragon's Dogma, I think, is like the first game where you kind of just open world walk around and you find a fucking 20-foot giant walking around and just there.
Yeah,
You have to like fucking climb them and kill them and shit. And like the dragons, you have to like they swoop down and you have to like grab onto it and you're kicking its ass while it's flying around and up
that's
like
fucking
in the
cool.
sky. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, no, okay, cool. I'm just curious at what you've been playing in your day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, nothing against it or whatever. I mean, honestly, like I just I generally have stuck to just like whatever game like gets me like ooh like and so like this year, I mean, there's been a ton of fucking good games this year, and I've gotten to like maybe 5 of them, but I kicked off the year with the Dead Space remake, which was fucking sick.
I love Dead Space.
Uh,
All three of them are fucking wicked.
Dude, the remake is so good. I
I
did
played
not
it.
think it was gonna be.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking good. It's so
Oh,
good.
oh my God. I
I
was
played
so
that game
happy with
probably like
that.
10 times. I probably beat that game like 10 times at least. I love it. I
Yeah.
when it first came out, I was also a child. Like I've been playing fucking games for I
Oh,
only
dude, I had the best Halloween ever in 2009. I got really fucking high, went to a haunted house with my friends, the best haunted house that we used to have here, which was pretty much a pitch black maze that you had to navigate through only by how you like where you got scared from because you could hear and like feel the guys like where they were. It was so fucking cool. And then we went to go see the first Paranormal Activity in theaters,
oh god.
even more high. And then I went home and by myself in my room played Dead Space, the original.
Yeah, because
Also more high again.
yeah, like I two games I love the most is like horror games and like RPGs. And like Dead Space like did both of those things for me so well. Like
Hmm.
fuck, I love that game.
Yeah, dude. I really hope they remake the second one too, because this new one was fucking sick.
Yeah, no.
I was so surprised by it.
I particularly like I just want them to make four. Like just making me a new one. I don't really need to play the game again. Like I'm cool with it, like remake it or whatever, but also work on something new. I don't need better
I
graphics.
mean,
I moved on. I'm good. Like I don't need better cutscenes. I'm
it had
cool.
been so long for me, so maybe that's what did it. But
Yeah,
it
no, it
was
was don't get me wrong.
very,
I wasn't mad at it. I'm just like, I want new.
yeah.
I want something else.
I don't, well, so like, here's what I see them doing though, and I hope they do is like they do it and then do what they did with the first one, make it a little bit different, and then keep making it a little bit different, and then like do the third one justice because I still have never finished the third one.
No, it's good. I like it.
No.
The first two are the better ones though, for sure, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
went
most
back
games.
because it fucking slaps on the Series X. I was surprised they like upped it to like 60 FPS and everything, and it looks really good for an old game. Still couldn't finish it though. It's just too It's too actiony. It's not like a horror game anymore.
No, I know. That's what I mean. It's every 2 seconds you're shooting shit. Like I like to be able to like walk and feel the tension build, in a video game. Like one of the only games, like when I bought my PlayStation 4, I just bought it for the VR for like whatever. Like everyone wanted to play Beat Saber shit like that, but I wanted to play Resident Evil. And I
Yeah.
found they did that like so well for what they could do. Like could have been
Right.
better in a lot of ways, but I mean, I did have so much fun with that shit. Like that's the only thing I'd want VR for now, because I get to I don't like it as much as just playing with my hands. But with Resident Evil or like horror games, I'll definitely play that. I think that shit's so fun. So yeah, Resident Evil did the same thing though, where they stopped being a horror game and and that was the first one when they went back to just being like a horror.
Yes.
So I fucking loved it. So like something like that would be awesome if they like went
I
back to
thought
their
8 was pretty good. Well, it wasn't scary, but the one part was, did you play 8?
No, I started getting bored after like 5 or 6 because I stopped being like the way I like the game. You know what I mean? Like
But you played 7?
I played the one with I don't even know what that one's called. It's
First
with
person one.
Yeah, so that's 7. So yeah, I didn't play 8.
Yeah. Okay, 8 is the sequel to 7.
Yeah.
And it's very fun, and it's weird. Like it's like they took all of the scary and stuck it in one level, and it is the most pants shitting shit. It is so dude, I played it. I couldn't get through it. I had to stop. And my little brothers came over, and I was like, let's see if you guys can help me get through this. And they were playing. I started from the beginning. They were screaming their heads off.
In VR, you made them play in VR. Does it come in VR?
No. I didn't have it on VR. I had it on my Xbox.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't have the.
I only bought a PS for VR. Like I don't have any PS games. Well, that's a lie.
I thought about doing the new one, but it's like fucking $550, and it's like at that point it just seems silly to like lock myself down on VR.
VR is something's missing. It doesn't have the same. There's something missing still, because I tried that Iron Man game. I was like, this will be cool. It's like, meh, or the Spider-Man game, meh. I wanted those to be good. I really did. But
it seems like it's only good on PC because you can get all those fucking weird indie games that people throw on Steam. Because my buddy Mike has all that shit. He's the one who helped me or helped us do all like the ads and stuff. And he's got this like he's got like one of the original like Oculus rigs or whatever. And oh fuck, you know what I played? That was my favorite VR experience. Super Hot.
Super hot. Super hot.
Love that fucking game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're not doing like that is specific. Like they have it for whatever one or whatever. You could play it, but it doesn't have the same effect.
It's not the same. Still very good though. I will say that because I like both equally almost. But yes, that experience is so
that was made for VR. You know what I mean? Like Resident Evil really wasn't, and that was only good because it was like terrifying. You could look around you and be like scared. But like I don't know, when they try to make you play like I don't know, like GTA or something, your guy's just like 3D standing there. You have to wear a fucking thing. Well, it's not the same. It's like I don't care. I don't think that's good.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, until they like make you get like actually hurt or something, like it's not going to be any like you know what I mean, like wear some sort of vest that kind of punches you in the chest when you get shot. You're like, okay, fuck, no, I won't get shot. I'll have to duck more. Like till then, it's just like there's no stakes. You know what I mean? There's no real stakes. It doesn't
until I'm living my life through an Apple Vision Pro. I don't fucking want to even touch it.
That's not what I mean. I just mean it's something missing because they're trying to immerse you, but I'm not immersed. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't get that illusion when I'm playing video games with my hands on a TV. I know what I'm doing, right? When I play this and then I forget I'm in a video game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just got killed. I'm in a video game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, the fucking guy came at me with an axe.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the
Not
same
the same thing. Yeah.
So I don't want to. That's the other thing too. I got into video games because I'm like an indoor kid. I don't want to have to start running around either. So I don't want to get like that too far into fucking VR where I'm like chugging it on some like round wheel thing, like trying to run away from the guys. Like, no thanks.
I didn't play video games to get in shape. What is this shit?
Exactly. I play video games because I couldn't get in shape. Like, come on.
Oh goddamn.
Anyways. Okay, well that's I think that's good for go out there and play and tell us if you guys have been playing. I want to hear some stories about Starfield.
We promised to never talk about video games again. I think we got it all out.
No, that's not a good promise. I'm not promising that. What I will promise you
I
is
can't
that
keep that either.
I'll bring you some murder for a little while, okay? You fucking psychopaths out there. I'll get you some murder, get your little murder boners out for a long time. We'll figure out mysteries of people getting murdered, you know? Cool. But there will be video games peppered in there every once in a while. As soon as the DLC comes out, probably another 2 episodes. As soon as the next DLC comes out, probably another 5 episodes. Who the fuck knows? If I find something really interesting, I might just live stream about it. I don't know. But I'm not
If
promising
Todd
that,
Howard
RJ.
answers our emails, this is just a Starfield podcast now.
Yeah. Private Dicks, the Starfield podcast. What does that mean? Shut up.
Nothing. It's a rebrand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so thanks for indulging us. It gave me a nice break, which I really actually appreciated. I needed. I was getting burnt out. So thanks everyone for listening, and keeping patience and letting us indulge myself with a break, but also giving you guys content at the same time. So it was like win-win for all of us. And now I'm excited to do. I've got one episode already recorded. We've got one already written, waiting to come, and I've got a third one almost written. Like they're coming back. Don't worry, it's happening. Is there anything else you want to tell the people,
The
RJ?
writer's strike is over.
Is it actually over?
No, but
No,
yours
well,
is.
mine is, yeah. Yeah, so thanks for listening. And I don't know if RJ has a message for Rick. You want to tell Rick something that he's not here? See if he catches on. He won't listen.
That's very true. He won't listen.
But that's perfect. So you can say whatever you want. That's what I'm saying.
Cool. Final word. You were homeschooled.
I just watched Private Dicks and I think RJ's the funniest.
What? Come on.